Chapter 15. In Times of Emergency. Topics covered: floods, earthquakes, landslides, epidemics, disaster preparedness and response, first aid, drought, storms and cyclones, tsunamis, events that occur suddenly causing great loss of life and property at a particular place are called disasters. A disaster may affect a few people or a whole community living in an area. Disasters can be classified into two categories: natural and man-made. Accidents due to human errors are known as man-made disasters, such as fire, gas leakage, oil spill, etc. On the other hand, earthquakes, floods, tsunamis, cyclone, etc. are natural disasters which happen due to some changes in nature. Let us find out a little about these natural calamities so that we become equipped to face such emergencies and learn what to do in such situations. Floods. Floods occur in the low-lying areas near the banks of rivers due to heavy rains. As the level of water in the rivers rises, the nearby areas get flooded. Floods can also occur due to breaking of dams or fast melting of glaciers. Flood causes damage to property and disturbs normal life due to breaking of telephone lines and electric poles. Unhygienic conditions result in spread of diseases. Crops are damaged, resulting in shortage of food. In case floods occur, do not move into the flooded water. It may contain snakes and insects. Do not drink or bath in flooded water. Move to higher areas like the rooftops of houses or tree tops. Precautions and other measures. We should know the precautions to take during a flood. When flood water rises slowly, people should move themselves and some of their property to higher ground or build barriers to keep the water out of their homes. As the flood water is unhygienic, we should drink only stored potable water. All electric appliances must be switched off. Children should never play or bath in flood water as it is unhygienic and can have snakes. We should listen to radio for announcements. We must keep a first aid kit ready. We must keep a survival kit that contains clothes, first aid, torch, food, candles, matchboxes, etc. ready. Drought. Drought is a long period of time when there is little or no rain. It results in severe water shortage. Ponds and lakes dry up. Huge cracks develop in the soil. Due to scarcity of water, crops are damaged. People do not have food to eat. Their animals starve as they depend mostly on farm waste. Agricultural drought is brought about when there is insufficient rainfall for crops. The agriculture in India is dependent on rains. So in some states when there is no or low rainfall, there is a drought. When there is an agricultural drought, the land dries up, wind causes more soil erosion, and the crops fail. With shortage of food for people and fodder for animals, another condition called famine is caused. Precautions and other measures. During a drought, it is very important that everyone does his best to conserve water. Water conservation consists of practices such as getting leaking taps repaired, taking bath with bucket instead of shower, etc. Afforestation is another good way to prevent drought as trees increases rainfall in a region. People must also practice rainwater harvesting. Tree plantation also helps to control floods. Earthquakes. Earthquakes are terrible disasters that cause massive devastation all around. Whenever an earthquake occurs, the ground shakes. Along with the ground, buildings shakes and cracks develop in the walls of houses. A strong earthquake can cause buildings to collapse, topple chimney causing fire, snap electric wires and water mains. Earthquakes are very common in some parts of India. What causes an earthquake? We live on top surface of the earth called crust. But deep below the earth it is very hot. The crust of the earth has cracks in it called faults. The land on each side of a fault can move as it floats on molten rocks. The moving land masses sometimes bump against each other, causing the land to shake. This results in an earthquake. Seismology, seismograph, and reactor scale. The study of earthquake shocks and its effects is called seismology. An instrument called seismograph records the shaking of the land. The intensity of an earthquake is measured from 1 to 10 on a Richter scale. An earthquake which measures more than 5 on Richter scale is said to be of high intensity and damaging. The point of origin of an earthquake is called its focus, and the corresponding spot on the surface is called its epicenter. Fact file. The Richter scale rates the intensity of earthquakes on a scale of 1 to 10. If an earthquake is rated 1, you may hardly feel it. An earthquake rated 2 is 10 times stronger than it. Only at a level 8 earthquake, many buildings will fall down. Precautions and other measures. There is no advance warning when an earthquake occurs, as there are no known method of predicting an earthquake. In case of an earthquake, if you are indoors, stay indoors or run outside. If you are indoors, hide under a bed or desk. Do not use the staircase. Stay away from windows and appliances. If you are outdoors, go to an open ground. Stay away from high-rise buildings, trees, power and telephone cables or anything else that might fall on you. If you are driving on the road, get out of the traffic and stop on a clear stretch of the road. Do not stop on a bridge. Stay inside the car until the shaking stops. Storms and cyclones. Storms are very strong blowing winds. Cyclones refers to a violent and destructive form of storms accompanied by a heavy rainfall. Cyclones causes serious threat to life and property in coastal areas. They destroy everything that comes in their way. The strong winds and rain damage houses and crops. They low down electric lines. Due to heavy rains, rivers rise above their banks. The water from rivers is spread on land. It enters the houses causing floods. Hurricane and typhoon are the other words for cyclone. Railways and road movements also come to a halt as floods damage railway tracks and roads. A cyclone tears away and blows off roofs. Heavy storms like cyclones are called hurricanes in the Atlantic Ocean, typhoons in the Pacific Ocean, and Willy Willy in Australia. Tornado is a small storm that also originates in sea or ocean, but it causes heavy loss of life and property. In tornadoes, wind spirals at a high speed occur over the surface of the sea. The winds move at a speed of about 800 km per hour. Tornadoes uproot trees and houses and even blow away vehicles. They causes huge destruction. Precautions and other measures. The precautionary measures are getting the house checked for any needed repairs, keeping valuable in containers, storing food and medicines in waterproof bags, and listening to warning bulletins on radio. Phone numbers of family and friends and emergency services like hospital should be kept handy. Landslides. Landslides occur in hilly areas. Sometimes big rocks and stones along with mud slide down the mountain slopes towards the valley, causing death of people. Landslides occur more frequently during the rainy season. These are common sights in the Himalayas and northeastern hilly areas. Deforestation is a major cause of landslides in hilly areas. When trees are cut down, the soil becomes loose and gets easily washed away in rain. Precautions and other measures. To prevent landslide from occurring, we should plant more and more trees. The roots of trees bind the soil and prevent it from flowing down the slope. Also, we should discourage any type of construction activities in the hilly areas. Tsunamis. Tsunamis are uncommon disasters which occur in the Southeast Asian countries. Nobody can ever forget the 26th December 2004 when tsunami hit the Indian Ocean and caused massive destruction to life and property. Tsunami means long destructive waves striking the harbor. It is triggered by the powerful earthquakes on the ocean floors. It can flow at a speed of over 700 km per hour. Precautions and other measures. In case of a tsunami, leave the beach or low-lying areas and go to higher ground. If you are trapped, find a high and strong building and climb to the top of it. Listen to radio updates. Epidemics. Mostly epidemics are the post-calamitic impacts. Epidemics occur when diseases spread on a very wide scale and cause a large number of deaths in a short period of time. Diseases like cholera, gastroenteritis, measles, plague, and malaria break out as epidemics due to unhygienic conditions after disasters like floods, heavy rainfall, and earthquakes. Precautions. To be safe from these epidemics, certain measures should be taken. We should keep our surroundings free from insects and rodents, etc. The drains should always be covered. A regular spray of insecticides should be used. We should never allow water to stay in ditches. Instead, they should be filled with sand. Disaster preparedness and response. A disaster catches people unaware. When faced with a natural or a man-made disaster, we should stay calm and not panic. During disasters, some professionals like doctors, policemen and firemen come forward to help the victims. We should note down the phone numbers of our local doctors, the fire brigade, ambulance, hospitals and police stations in our notebook for emergency help. We should call them and ask for help as soon as we sense the danger. We should remember that timely help saves plenty of lives. The armed forces play a vital role during disasters. They organize rescue operations and help clear roads so that relief can reach early. They send medical units during emergency and help in the distribution of food, medicines and other relief materials. Various national and international non-governmental organizations, NGOs, take initiative to provide relief and support to the people affected by natural calamities. Some of the organizations that provide help and support with money and manpower are the Prime Minister Relief Fund, the Oxford Committee for Famine Relief, the Red Cross Society, Volunteers for India Development and Empowerment, First Hand Foundation, Child Relief and You, Fight the Drought Funds, United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund or UNICEF. Many other agencies of the United Nations work actively to provide relief and help in the process of rehabilitation of disaster-affected people. The United Nations Disaster Management Team, the UNICEF, UNESCO, ILO, FAO and WHO, all these organizations come forward to help in times of need. All of us should help the victims of disasters. If the disaster happens nearby, we can go to the place and volunteer to help. If it happens far away, we can send food, clothes and money because the victims may have lost all their possessions in the disaster. Even school and college students can take part in the relief process as volunteers. First aid. The immediate help given to the injured or sick person before the doctor arrives is called first aid. It is good to know the basic first aid rule, as timely first aid can save a person's life. A first aid kit has important things required to give first aid. We must keep a first aid kit in a place which can be easily located in case of an emergency. You can keep a first aid kit in your class too. A first aid box should contain these things: a sterile gauze pad, an adhesive tape, bandage to create slings for fracture, fever reducing and anti-inflammatory tablets, anti-diarrhea tablets, antiseptic liquid and ointment, hydrogen peroxide skin disinfectant, cotton wool, and an oral dehydration solution.
A. Tick the correct